लाए साफ ठंडी हवा सीधे आपके घर, वो भी 6 एडजस्टेबल टनेज मोड्स में।
तो हवा और सेविंग्स दोनों टन-टनाटन।
It's time once again for our Voltas Pure Air 6-stage adjustable AC presents Pure Entertainer. It took 7 balls and he's in this segment. Glenn Phillips, as we discussed that innings with Deepdas Gupta and Ian Bishop, it's a record now. Player of the match for the least number of balls faced. But what an impact that little innings had. And I was quite happy that he got the Player of the Match award, Deep, weren't you?
True, absolutely. I mean, end of the day, I guess it should go to the player who's made the most impact on that game or on the result of the game. And I think was rightly given to him. That point in time, SRH were behind the game, well behind the game. But that innings and that over kind of changed the whole game, turned it on its head.
Can't be an easy thing, Bish. You play one game on the 2nd of April and your next one on the 7th of May, and you've got to hit 4 sixes or 4 balls to keep your team in it.
No, but it shows his versatility. And he impacts the game in so many ways. He impacts the game in the field, he can wicket keep, he can bowl a little tidy off spin, and then he can strike the ball and he can bat in different modes. We've seen him in the Caribbean, in the CPL for a number of years. So really happy for him. I think he's come into the team maybe 2 games, that's certainly one game later than he should have been. But I'm happy he showed what he can do. And whoever chose the man of the match, I don't know who it was, I want to shake their hand as well.
Yeah, we've got 2 broadcasters here on the broadcast feed, and I know one of you choose. It's one broadcaster who chooses them.
Yeah, I mean the name goes there, but you generally ask. I mean, Bish, I'm sure you've been asked.
Yeah, guys ask around, but sometimes a guy will just take it independently. But what we've been asking to do is to have this shift in the thinking of T20 cricket, and not just giving it to the guy who scores the most runs or the guy who takes the most wickets, but the guy who impacts the game at the most critical time. So whoever chose that, I haven't asked who it was. Superb, thumbs up to them.
Yeah, well done. And Bish makes the point of how we perhaps could have seen him a couple of games sooner. But I guess everyone thought Sunrisers is either Klaasen or Phillips. And once Klaasen got going, you perhaps didn't even look at Phillips. They should have perhaps looked at Brook stroke Phillips earlier.
Exactly, and obviously because the kind of money that you spend on Brook, so you go like, oh, I've spent so much of money, the most expensive player. Somehow that has an effect. I mean, and we've seen that over what, this is the 16th year. So it's been there from year 1 and it hasn't gone anywhere. The price tag of the player just makes him special, I guess. At times we don't understand it's because of the dynamics of that auction room.
Sure.
It doesn't necessarily mean how good or bad that player is. But having said that, I think as Bish mentioned, maybe a couple of games before.
All right, Deepdas Gupta, Ian Bishop, thank you very much. Just 7 balls, and that's enough for Glenn Phillips to become our Voltas Pure Air 6-stage adjustable AC presents Pure Entertainer.
लाए साफ ठंडी हवा सीधे आपके घर, वो भी 6 एडजस्टेबल टनेज मोड्स में।
तो हवा और सेविंग्स दोनों टन-टनाटन।